Hello? Look, I clicked the wrong mic. Hi. I should rename this one so I know what it's for. Oh yeah, yeah, right there, rename. Like console. So I stop clicking it when I need to do the actual mic. Anyway, hi guys! I hope everyone's doing okay this morning. We're gonna be doing Hatching Tide tomorrow. Today! Right now, as you can see, I'm in a cute new glamour for it. Lots of pastels, because it's the Easter themed event. Pretty sure it's not just Easter. I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff too, but that's what thing I think of. Anyway, I'm also wearing the Spriggan top, which is one of the previous events. Like when I say previous events, I mean a long time ago. Like I did that event with this character. So this is like non-paid top. This is the I got it from the event top. Because now you can buy the top. But anyway, yeah, today we're just doing the Hatching Tide event. I'm not expecting it to be very long. So I am kind of low-key gonna be taking my time. Just a little bit, you know? Oh, it's daytime now. So, no rush. Pursuit of Excellence. I feel like they've used that title before for this event, but that's okay. Hatching Tide is upon us once more. I hope the season finds you an excellent fettle? The fuck is fettle? For my part, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. God, I'm so glad I don't have that hat though. Those hats are evil. Well, I have your attention. Allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching Tides had its origins in the days before the 7th Umbral Calamity, where 12 stages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I have been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. I saw a great mass of eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft into the heavens. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to Hatching Tide before, so needless to say, I intend to give my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commissioned ought to arrive any moment now. Let me guess. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, Jilly, it's a disaster. The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Good heavens. I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? Don't worry, I'll simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though to create the quantity required will take time, and we're already facing at least a minor delay at this point. Well, I could assign someone to help you. Alas, other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see to the schedule alterations myself. Turns and looks at me. Oh god. But wait, Kiran, perhaps you'll be willing to lend a hand? Kiran, how wonderful to see you again. Knowing what an exemplary assistant you are gives me cause for hope. If you're happy to help, that is. Well, that's what the event's about. I'm here to do it, so. Thank you. The first order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supply should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he won't be difficult to spot. We can only hope he has enough stock. Okay, off we go. Hello, Panic! Hi! How are you this morning? Gonna free the papayas. I might wear this glamour for longer. It's cute. I like it. I didn't know if I'd like it at first, but I'm kind of attached to it now. I've literally had it for like 10 minutes and I'm already attached. Oh, here he is. Hello, sir. Ah, you're that dreamer who was here before, ain't ya? Alright, old miss, to be sure. Afraid I'm all out of the supplies you need, though. Oh, is there really nothing you could do for us? Oh, I do have some tatty old odds and ends, or surplus wares. That might be of use. If you want them, they're all yours. Oh god, it's trash, isn't it? Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can cobble something together with these. Storage trees were eating to I'd rather see them put to good use. Uh-huh. You got to the mountain dungeon in Dawntrail? The one where fucking what's-his-face fucking throws shit at you? And you have to, like, detour, like, twice. Wait, that's the other dungeon, too. I forget. On two of the dungeons. Ah! Whoops. Okay, sorry, my controller fell. Well, hey, that means you're almost, I think you're almost halfway through Dawntrail now. Once you hit the Wild West adventure, I give you no more context than that. You'll definitely be at the halfway part. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what kind fellow he was. He certainly proved me right. Any road, we'd better take good stock of what he's given us. Sure, kind. Let's see, this leather looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings they could do for mechanism of some sort. And these links of timber could be cut down to a more portable size. Yeah, I've grabbed some food this morning. Well, it's afternoon now where I am, but I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a fish time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. Unfortunately, these won't be able to recreate the eggs Jilly saw in her dreams with these. We can make something far easier to get off the ground, though. Parasols. The trick will be getting them to look eggy enough. Any round object looks like an egg from far enough away. It's science! The shell makes eggs, as they say. Do they say that? Any road, we should paint them. That's what I'm gonna pick. You're right! With some festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincing eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Parasols are slightly more fiddly than your standard egg, though, which is the two of us, production will take far too long. So we'll need to enlist further aid, just as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk at a request for parasol parts than a rush order for myriad eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let's first pay a visit to the Leather Workers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. Are those parasols at that point? Aren't they just umbrellas? Because I feel like actual leather would be, like, really good for blocking out water. Maybe I'm arguing semantics. I don't know why, but I feel like sprint's faster now. Ah, if it isn't Kiran, he must be the adventurer assistant Nonota spoke of. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the hatchingtide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid, though I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it'll degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's water repelling you're after, say no more. We just have the necessary ingredients so I can see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft the parasol frame? We can meet up by the Black Rabbit Trader's stall and on. Sure. Off we go. Oh my god, I thought that was door out. Typically, in the depending on which guild you're in, it is. Because a lot of the main halls for the guilds are, for at least Gridania, are copy-paste. I don't know. My hot take is that Gridania had the least thought put into it out of the 3 city-states when they were rebuilding it. I feel like they put the most effort in Limsa, then Ul'dah, and then Gridania. Which sucks. That's why I think Gridania is so small compared to the other 3 city-states. Why do you sound like a frightened schoolchild? If you need something, speak. Here you go. Wish this time fashioned into parasol frames? Very well. I shall see it done by competent hands. The younglings in the acorn orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the parasol's preparation. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. Okay, bye. There's Nonota. Hey, I'm here. I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild? I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution and a few other things besides. Next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jilly once I finish, so you can go ahead and wait with her. Okay, that'll be the end of the first quest, because there's definitely 2 quests. This is definitely a 2-parter. Sometimes they have they've been doing 2-parters for the past year, I think, for quests. So I'm not too surprised. They usually go in phases. They like do 2-parters, and then for a little while they do a single quest, and sometimes they do 3 occasionally. Then we go getting caught on the environment. I love how this song is so much louder than the regular Gridania theme. Hello. Welcome back. You'll be pleased to hear that I've adjusted the schedule to accommodate our little mishap, and all is set to proceed. How fare the eggs? So about that. Substituting parasols for eggs? What a wonderful idea. I can hardly wait to see what Nonota cooks up for the prototype. Though wait we must. Oh yeah, there it is. It's just a fashion item, isn't it? It doesn't say. Pretty sure it is, but Nonota will surely be along any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present you with the very first Archon Egg Parasol. Shiny. Where'd you get the gold stuff for it? What a fine example of ingenuity. It's ingenuity. It's magnificent. I'm skipping. I'm so glad you approve. With your blessing, I'll begin producing more to distribute. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. We cannot let Nonota outstrip us in hatchingtide spirit. There must be more we can do. Let's show you off your parasol to the townfolk. But of course, we have to promote our new skill addition to the festivities. If we tell even a few Gridanians that these gorgeous recruitments will be available to those who celebrate with us, the world will be spread of its own accord. With that in mind, I shall keep mine unfurled and on display. You use your adventurous instincts to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a fashion item. Like, I am 99% sure. Oh. Oh, I have to talk with her again. The market is always busy. Let us look for potential celebrants there. Come now, NPC. We go on an adventure. Ba-da-ba. So there's three. There's three. Ooh. We're gonna sprint now. Sometimes I forget she has blue hair. You wanna know how I don't? Her tail's blue. We dreamers are responsible for the decorations you see throughout the city. Take that basket over there. For instance, I came up with the idea and Nanota worked her magic to create the final product. I see. I say, ma'am, you must tell me where I might acquire a splendid parasol like unto your own. At our hatchingtide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater? I'd be delighted. As a true connoisseur of eggs, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing ovoid perfection, and this parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. Sorry, I had to do a stupid voice. Anyway, moving along. Why, that parasol is an absolute delight. So often you see that level of craftsmanship paired with such decorative flair. This might be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. May I ask who is responsible for this masterpiece? The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all had their parts to play, and if you join us in celebrating Hatchingtide, you could receive one just like it. Ah, I should have known that the Guild's artisans were involved. If that means getting my hands on a parcel, I'll be more than happy to take part in the festivities. There's another guy out here. There they are, egg enthusiast. Heavens above! Is that adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you'll receive one just like it. For years, I have searched for a parasol as darling as an egg, getting sunburned and soaked by turns, and you offer me one free of charge. 'Tis a hatchingtide miracle. They're all weirdos. I expect those three will tell all and sundry about our parasols. Our work here is done. I guess we go back to the market entrance. Speak with her. It's right here. I think it worked. Well, that went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. I just look for the weirdos. It's fine. I shall go and see how many attendees are gathered at the amphitheater. Feel free to join us when you have a moment. I have a radar for it because I'm also a weirdo. Oh, are we already done? It hasn't been a full. I feel like it's only been like 3 minutes since we started with this quest. What the hell? So quick, so fast. But oh, it is definitely a fashion item. Okay, I thought so. Look, isn't the sight of those parasols simply marvelous? There's also something almost scary about them just standing there silently with the fucking umbrella in their hands. Scary. Eggs held aloft, just as in my dream. Hurrah, we did it, Jilly! We certainly did. Shall we officially declare this hatchingtide a success? Hold that thought. You get to see the half of it. Oh, hi. Macenta. I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers asked about your parasols. More than can comfortably gather here, in fact. Nonetheless, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left my soul with a smile on their face, their parasol in hand, the whole city is awash in floating eggs. That's incredible, to think the parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Wait, Jilly, they're one and the same, aren't they? The celebration is, spread across the city, borne by a giant mass of floating eggs. You're right. I was intent on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dream are far too numerous to contain in one place. They're always meant to be seen far and wide. That our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we've touched the hearts of more people than I dared to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind this will go down as a hatching tide to remember. Black Rabbit traders shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing business in spades. Nanota told me how to assemble them so I can prepare as many as necessary. Yeah, they're probably buying other stuff other than the parasols, huh? Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, Nanota? We could have done it with our able adventurer. Ah, that reminds me. I have something for you. Yeah? Got those egg rings. Fuck, they're huge. That's the very second parasol I ever made. After Jilly's, of course. I thought it fitting that you receive it. With eggs left across the city, all that's left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may have finished, but Hatching Tide most certainly hasn't. There's something like ominous about, like, there's only one who's doing it when the other poses with the parasols, and I'm like, the rest of them are like ominous. Just a little scary. Hello, egg enthusiast. I think I'd end up with one of those delightful parasols all for myself. You and your associates are so generous. With a flock of little darlings. Who are you? Suzaku? No, Suzaku wears a red one. When I laid eyes upon this parasol, its quality spoke loud and clear. Bleh. A triumph of design, both practical and decorative. So often I find articles so worthy of my discernment. Let's actually use it. So we. And then egg advocate. Oh, they just have prisms. Okay. Where's that? Oh, egg appreciator. This parasol is truly the peak of oven aesthetics. Timing my visit to coincide with Hatching Tide was a fine idea indeed. Sorry, I had to do this stupid voice. Is there new people? Oh. Oh! That's so cute. That's so cute. This is my screenshot for the event. Is there any other NPCs? Yeah, I thought those were all. They're just people who work for the city. Oh, hey, here we go. Such stylish parasols. This puts me in the mood to weave. Do make sure to weave one that matches my complexion. Oh, it's them. They're always there. Hello, sir. We're closed. Come back later. Well, that every day could be a festival. What? It is a festival right now. What are you talking about? Oh, I got a lot of NPCs this time around. There's those two, these guys, and that's kind of it. Well, that sucks. Okay. Well, let's take out the... Where is it? There it is. See, will my character automatically do her pose? Or do I have to... There we go! Yeah. One day, somehow, she'll switch her pose. There we go. Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah, that's fine. We'll just do this. It's fine. Anyway. It's stuck on the animation to be using the item to unlock it, but that's okay. Anyway, I guess that's it for Hatching Tide. They didn't really have any extra stuff other than the like prisms, and as you can see, we have the parasol. It doesn't have any special stuff. It's the same stuff as usual for the like dances, little actions that you can do with the umbrella. I don't think there's much to say about this event. It just kind of is. It just exists. It's a thing that we can do. At least for people who need to do it on alts or want to do it on alts, it should be very quick. You can just like skip the cutscenes if you don't want to watch the cutscenes. Grab the item and go. But I like watching the cutscenes, at least for my first time through. So anyway, my plan is to hopefully be able to stream Ys 9 on Tuesday next week. My usual time around 8 p.m. Mountain, which is, I want to say 10 p.m. Eastern. Usually around that time, yeah, is when I start streaming. We'll be doing Ys 9 and hopefully getting through that by the end of next week. If not, I'll spill into the week after, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, the two games we're going to be playing after Ys 9, I've mentioned it a few times before, but I'm going to say it again. We're going to be doing going back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hopefully getting through that, doing the parade and shit, because that was the last thing we did. And then doing the doing Xenoblade Chronicles X, because I really want to play X. Once I finish either of those, I am going to pull out Ys 10 and play Ys 10. But then I'm not sure what I'll do after that. Not sure. I'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll be doing Ys 9 Chapter 7, extra stuff at the start, and then the actual story content afterwards. On Tuesday, 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I hope to see you guys then. Until then, you guys have a good day, a good night, and a good week. I'll see you later. Bye!